The ultimate source of education and inspiration for living and business is travel. And by that I mean inner and outer travel. So I don't just mean traveling to other countries, even though that is included as well. I mean inner travel to other times, to other worldviews, to other areas of interest. So you can time travel by reading history books or going to history museums. You can travel in worldviews by reading novels or by reading biographies. You can travel to other areas of interest by going to museums that you usually wouldn't go to. Like, let's say you usually go to art museums, go to science museums. Or you usually go to history museums, go to design museums. Something that you usually do not travel to. Because what you want to do by traveling is you want to expand your horizons and you want to be inspired by new impressions. And you want to trigger new energies inside of yourself. And you can do that obviously by outer travel as well, by immersing yourself in cultures which are different from your own, by staying in other countries for longer periods of time, not just the 5-day tourist trip, but by staying, let's say, in a totally different city. Let's say you live in New York, live for 4 weeks in Rome, and do as the Romans do, and see how Italians live, and talk to the locals, and try to find out how they see the world and how they do business. Very often you will have ideas and inspirations for your business and your life from those other cultures, because it's so different from your own way of living and doing business. And you can, again, expand your ideas and your experience. You can even borrow business ideas from other continents. So if you're an American and you travel to Asia and you stay in some Asian country for a longer while, you will experience a wealth of different ideas and ways of seeing and doing things, which will be useful to you in your own life and business back in the States. And by the way, if you travel a lot already, change the way you travel or where you travel to. What I mean by that is, if you usually just only do beach vacations, do a city vacation. If you usually do only city vacations, do a vacation in the mountains. So change around a little bit the type of travel that you do, so that even there you expand your horizons. And if you're stuck in your life, one of the best things you can do is to change scenery for a while. So if you live in a metropolis, go to the countryside. If you live in the countryside, go and live for a while in a huge city. Because what you will notice is that certain ideas, certain ways of thinking and feeling and even taking action are only possible or are only inspired in the environment of a big city. They would not be possible in the countryside, and vice versa. Some ideas, some ways of living, acting, feeling can only be inspired in the countryside. So by changing scenery, you can get your life back into flow. So use travel as a source of inspiration, as a source of new experiences, as a source of expanding your horizons, and as a source for new approaches to your life and your business.